Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. It's a beautiful morning this morning.
It is. We forgot our bug spray, so gnats are kind of flying right around us.
Yeah, we'll have to go back up and grab that. But we just wanted to show you something real quick. For those of you who haven't been with us a long time, this is the front of our property. That's our driveway. And there's Goatville over there, camper, well house, all that good stuff. Shannon and I knew when we were looking at the property that we had plenty of wildlife out here that preceded us, and they're still here. In fact, we've gotten some new greeters when we come home of late. In fact, if you follow us over on Facebook and Instagram, you've already seen those greeters.
Yes.
But this is their primary place that they live, and we see them, and we're going to talk to you guys about them because they are awesome, but also posing a new threat here at Shady Acres. So per usual, Mr. Spruce ironically just got quiet for a half a second. He's been screaming at us because we need to get over there and feed him.
He probably has his mouth full.
Of what?
Whatever he's grazing on.
Oh, yeah, true. So we need to go take care of those guys, and then we're going to give you an update on the birds, and therein lies the newfound problem with our prior inhabitants out here at Shady Acres.
Hi, Sprucers. Hey, buddy. How are you this morning? You're so vocal. Yeah. Are you ready for some breakfast? Yeah? Don't get too close to that fence.
Hi, guys. Hercules runs everybody out. He says, me first, me first, me first.
Good morning.
Hi, buddy boy. Looks like everybody's safe and accounted for. Still doing your job like a pro. That's a good boy.
Hi, buddy.
That's a good boy.
Can't start your morning out without having Spruce get a bottle and do his bottle milk dance.
Man, we may have to give him a fake bottle for a while just to watch him do that.
It's the tail that gets me every time. Everybody's talkative this morning. Hi, Blue. I know, I don't have anything yet.
I get my own scoop, I get my own scoop, I get my own scoop, yay! Got my own scoop, Mom.
Good.
Check it out. Watch me eat goats. I'm gonna take my time and everything.
You're gonna rub it into everybody else, aren't you?
Nanner, nanner, boo, boo.
Oh, they're waiting.
I'm coming, girls and boy.
I was gonna say, Luigi, he just called you a girl. Hi, Miss Blue. Hi, pretty lady. Hi.
Do you see what Herc's been doing lately?
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that.
I watched him carry it over, and he dropped it on the side that still had food in it, and he was like, crud, how do I get to my food? I'm like, buddy, just move your Snoopy over.
That's adorable.
That's his little Betty.
All right, guys, I'll come back. Come on, Mama.
ever think in a million years this would be how we'd be starting our Saturdays out here?
No, not really.
Feeding goats. I'll tell you guys, here's the thing about this lifestyle. If you're gonna get goats or you're gonna have animals, you know, some days everything goes as planned. Everything is hunky-dory. You put Mario over here, you get Spruce out there, and it all works out well. Today was not one of those days. We got down here, they were all hyper, all the goats go to the gate, and little Spruce knows, hey, I gotta go out there, get my bottle, and get my feed. Well, when he did that, he cut in front of Mario, and Mario gave him a what-for hit. Pretty good one. And then, of course, Herc said, I don't think so, Mr. Mario. So Sheriff Herc had to get involved, and sometimes that stuff just, it's stressful. It really is.
It turns into chaos very quickly.
So Shannon and I both just kind of get quiet. We finish our duties. You can be as upset with the animals as you want, but they're not going to understand. It doesn't do any good. We just all have to calm down. We leave everybody separated until Mario tries to eat the bungee cord like he is.
Mario.
Herc found his napping spot in his hole. Spruce is still nibbling on his food. So peace comes, but not every feeding is as calm as the others.
Hi, pretty girl. She's like, hey, what are you doing?
She's so funny. She's like the only intelligent one that's like, you know, if I go stand close to Goatville, I can take off if I need to. She got a good head on her shoulders.
She's so smart. Hi, pretty girl. You're okay. You're okay. Come here. That's a good girl. I know, I'll ease into it. There you go. That's a good girl. Good girl.
Yeah, I totally ran over the lid for that guy there, so we had to kind of improvise. I don't have another one yet. And Spruce is aware. I think it's just the treats in there. What are you doing, buddy? Trying to get into your treats here, bud? What if I get them for you and we go back over to the pen? Can you do that? Come here. Come here, Spruce. Come on, buddy. Look here. Come on. Yeah. Good job. Come on. You're so close. Here you go. Herc, stay in, brother. Let's go in, Spruce. Good job. He says, Mom, I found my my container with my treats in them, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna need some of those before I go back in the pen. So the thing about dogs, and I think this is true in just about any breed of dogs, but you know, they do pay very close attention to their caregivers. And it's hard when Mario does what he does, you know, just he's food angry.
He's just very food oriented.
He's trying to push my gate open, but you know, Hercules reacts the way that we do, and so we have to be careful. And I'm just as guilty as the next person. When we react that way, Herc's like, hey, they need me to enforce something. And so we have had some comments and emails before about his LGD style, and they're all going to be a little bit different. And he protects Spruce, especially if Mama freaks out. So today was one of those days, and you know, it's gonna be fine, right, babe?
It's gonna be fine.
Let me show you your faces. let's try and believe it. How is this morning feeding gone so far?
It's gonna be fine, but today's been a very stressful feeding.
Yeah.
Very stressful.
Well, at least you're smiling. It happens. It happens. We always leave here in a good mood. The animals are good, and quite honestly, if it's not feeding time and we're not in here, these are the best of buds. I mean, all of them. It's the cutest thing. But man, there's just such an attention competition when we're down here. Hey Mario, can you be good if you come out? I feel like we need to get you out and then we just need to get out of your pen.
I think that's the case too.
So the farm that he came from, his dad, also a big goat like him, big old nasty horns, a lot of fun, but being the buck of the group, you know, we want to try and keep him in with the herd. We don't want to have to isolate him all the time. He is Luigi's brother, but you know, you got to pay attention to these things, and I don't know. I don't know if Spruce will get big enough to stand up to him one day, or if Herc is always going to be his enforcer.
Well, and if it gets too bad, then we're gonna have to separate Mario. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. You know, I did fix your gate for you though, make it a little bit easier. I just put a really fancy little hook and eyelet setup on there. And then down at the bottom, yeah, I'm talking to you. Well, open the door and show him, Dad. Just do it. So I put that little piece of wood across the bottom, and that's my little stopper because the door is a little warped. And you don't want to take a frustrated Shannon when the animals are being bad and then have her try to close a gate that I might not have installed very well and make her even more frustrated.
Thank you for fixing the gate.
Well,
I'm very appreciative.
Yeah, no problem. We just, you know, we got to take our little wins. We got to chuckle it off. I'm sweaty. The bugs are getting me. I know. I'm with you, babe.
Yeah.
But it's just part of it, isn't it, Mario? You're still animals at the end of the day, huh? Are you still animals at the end of the day? If I let you out, are you going to ram anybody? Because I have a feeling Herc's going to chase you, and you just need to go chill out for a while. I don't know. It'll depend on what Spruce says to me when I get out there. All right. Spruce, why don't you back up for a second, buddy?
I'm pooping.
Oh, don't back up into that.
Okay, I'm done. Pet me.
Yeah. Why don't you come over here to Mama, let her pet
Come here,
you.
Spruce. Come here.
Herc's already been digging. Yeah, you're making your cool spot. It's been hot out here. I mean, upper 80s, lower 90s. The heat index is well into the mid 90s. And I think it's calling for that for, I mean, well, the foreseeable future. But we're in summer now. And so we will have, it looks like this year, we're going to have days and days without rain and 100-degree plus. But it is what it is. Luigi, young man. I don't think so.
Get over there and eat your food.
No.
You better eat your food, Herc.
Yeah, you gotta claim that food, bud. All right, where's the little guy?
He's over here.
Be wise, buddy.
Herc, you be wise too, honey.
Let's just trade spots. You come in, Mario, you go out. I can't relate, you know, wholeheartedly, but it really makes me think they're like children. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. They are all still fairly young for farm animals, except for Mama and Blue, but all these guys are a little past the year mark now. And we still got some growing up to do, don't we, bud?
Man, Spruce, you really got slime today, didn't you?
That's a good boy. I know.
Yeah, you really got slime today.
You're just trying to help out, aren't you, buddy? Mario, I can't give you attention right now, bud. I'm sorry. I don't want to start anything. Okay, I say let's get out of here. What do you say?
Sounds good.
Let's go see them birds.
Yeah.
Have you seen the update that changes the remodel? Shannon's heart and soul and design went into this. And this is the first iteration, but we love it. I'm not even gonna steal your thunder. You put a lot of effort into it. Show us what you got going on over here.
Well, the mat we got for Christmas. This is from Kyle's parents for Christmas.
Home is where we park it.
Our chairs. But I just took some concrete and mixed it up in these black 3-gallon tubs. And I'll be real honest, I started this project. Kyle was like, can you do this on your own? I said, yeah, I can do it on my own. I just need your help moving stuff. Wrong-o.
Moving stuff, like all of it, mixing the concrete. I love when I take the camera. I wish you guys could see it. We need double-facing cameras so you can see her face as I'm getting a moment to say something.
I did think I could do it all on my own, and that was 100% wrong.
You could have,
basically.
But we just work better together, right?
Yeah, it worked better. Kyle helped me put my poles in the concrete. And I will say this, if any of you are thinking about doing any kind of project like this where you're going to have lights strung about, 2x2s are not strong enough.
What did you just say?
They're not actually 2x2s.
Whoa.
They're like 1.5 by 1.5.
Why am I asking you that though?
Because Kyle insisted they were 2x2s and I insisted they were 1x1s. Either way,
I said no.
They're flimsy.
These measure over an inch, which means they are not 1x1s. They're 2x2s. She's like, but they're not 2. And I was like, oh, honey, welcome to the world of lumber. Go measure those 2x4s and tell me what you.
I already know. Anyway, my point is, I should have used stronger boards. Those are not quite strong enough, but they're working.
Well,
we only have one strand of lights.
You know, I've seen some now, I would imagine because you've been Googling it or something, but I see advertisements and posts for it. And I see a lot of folks putting taller buckets in, more like planters.
Oh.
And that way you get a little better leverage. Basically, when she put these up here, I kind of twisted them so that if we were off center, like we're way off center on this one, but the others are pretty good. But I just kind of twisted them to add a little tension. Hey, you know what?
What?
Who cares?
I don't
Look
care.
at this space.
I have lights and I can sit out here and I can listen to my owls.
Oh, you got owls, do you?
Keep them from hunting my birds.
Oh, you're letting the bird cat out of the bag.
I'm letting the bird cat out of the bag because last night I could hear them super, super close. I mean, super close. I'm like, where are they? So I sat out here and I listened and listened and they're just talking, back and forth talking. This branch right up here, I finally got the flashlight out and they were just sitting next to each other, screeching and talking, and I think they were trying to go after our birds. They're like plotting to go after our birds.
I know they are. We'll talk more about that here in a minute. Because I am going to get the birds out. I am still carrying them one by one and talking to them on the way to the coop. But what Shannon's alluding to is we got a slight problem. It's like a, what was it in science? A beneficiary relationship where we both benefit and no, a mutually, forget about it, I didn't listen in that class.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I know, I love you, but I know you don't. Well, so I think you posted one picture of this, right? With it lit up and everything at night or at dusk anyway?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do like a Q&A or something out here with the fire pit going. Got her lights up there. And what's really cool, this little mat has LEDs all the way around it. So is this our big fancy farm home with the curb appeal, the frontage that everybody dreams of? Heck yeah. For right now, this stage in our life and where we're at on this farm, this makes us happy.
Hey, and let me just tell you, if you get too cold and it rains recently and the wind blows just right, you just sit in this chair right here and the wind will blow all the water off the awning on top of you.
It was awesome. Story for another day. That one we didn't get caught on camera, but Kyle got to see it, and by golly, we had a great laugh after the shock factor was gone.
I just couldn't figure out what was happening.
Soaked. It just fell right on her. It's awesome. All right, so that we are very excited about. I know it's a little thing, guys, but you celebrate the little wins, and this is something we've been working on for a while to get all this cleaned up, get all the leaves out from behind everything from fall.
Well, and when we spend as much time outside as we do, we want a nice, cozy, relaxing place to sit in.
Yeah.
We had that with our house in town, and I was really missing it. So
but
now I have it here.
The important thing is I have 3 tires over there. So like you're not country, you're not redneck until you got tires just randomly sitting around everywhere.
Anybody need 3 tires?
All right, well, let's get these birds out. I want you guys to see, these things grow like weeds, dinosaur looking weeds. So they're getting very big, all their feathers just about in, we're real close, but we got a new solution we gotta find, their safety. So as first time bird owners, I'm not gonna lie, every time I open this door for the first time, I'm nervous I'm gonna walk in there and have 14 birds just bleh. That's a little sad.
I'm sure that's normal.
Okay, especially for first timers.
Yeah.
We're city folks, guys. If you're new here at K&S, that's Kyle and Shannon. Get out of the city. We left everything and now we're just winging it.
Literally.
Is that a bird joke?
I think so.
That's bad. Birdies! You know what I'm also nervous about is I open this door and I'm gonna have 2 turkeys sitting right here waiting to hop out because they're like, hey, your brooder is not tall enough anymore, and we got out because they're getting close. Check these monsters out though. I mean, even the first 3 guineas that we got.
Wow, bronze turkey's getting big.
Let me turn this light off since it's hot out. You Turks sure know how to make a mess. I went to Atwood's and got a new waterer and a bigger feeder because I was tired of having, 4 or 5 little ones around and they could knock them over and try to roost on them. So I know it takes up a little bit more square footage, but the brooder is really just for night so they can be in here, be safe, stay warm, and every single day I move all these guys out to the coop. They spend all day out there and then we put them back up at night. These Turks they're like, hey, can we fly past you?
They're thinking about it. Look at them all following that one Turk.
Let me get their water and feeder out of there so it's a little easier for me to grab them. I did upgrade, babe. Remember that tarp you ran over with my mower?
Yeah.
Well, I was tired of putting 2 or 3 trash bags down. I don't have a big roll of plastic. So we just cut up part of that tarp yesterday, so I have a full piece now that fits under this. So once I get the birds out there, then I can flip this over, clean all this out, get everything ready for the evening, so that then when I come back out to move them in the evening, even if I don't want to, I have to, everything's just ready for them.
Good.
So it's a really nice system other than the handling of the birds, but we're kind of doing that as a psychological training. Yes, I know we're crazy and I overthink this, but I want these birds to do work, I want them to be happy, and I want them to come back to the coop. Hang on, Turk, don't you fly out, buddy. I know it. You're gonna make me clean that thing before I put it in there.
Yep.
All right, well, my biggest flight risks out of here are my big Turks. So why don't I go ahead and move the turkeys. By the way, we have not sexed any of these guys officially. We don't really know their gender at all, but based on, that's Bronze Turk. I think she's our hen. I think she is so sweet. When I pick her up, she's calm. She lets me take her over there. I'll put her feet on the ground and she doesn't immediately take off. She's just kind of like, hey, thanks for the lift. But no, I think these 2 white ones, yeah, big puff there. That's Puff Daddy. What did somebody say?
Hans and Franz.
Hans and Franz, because they're going to pump you up.
Yeah.
Are you guys, what, you threatening me? You want me to get out of the doorway? I'll pick you up even if you're puffed up there, buddy. You're panting a little bit. You want to get out in the breeze?
He's like, can I get some fresh air?
Yeah, it does stink in here, doesn't it? All right, let's let the party begin. I know it, I know it. I am getting a little bit better at getting a hold of their wings and kind of keeping their legs at bay. And they calm down pretty quickly. He says, just put me in my coop. You're okay. Well, call you trippy. Hey, we finally, was it last night, babe? We came out and I've had this like natural stick roosting thing. I've had that in there a couple days bar. And nobody touched it. I don't know if it was too flimsy or just too high. They're not big enough yet. But we came out last night and one of the big white Turks was up on it roosting and it made me so happy. He says, you got me. Look how big his feet are getting. He says, get that camera out of my face.
You're like a dinosaur.
You want to go join your brother? I hear a little thunder off in the distance. Might actually get another pop-up shower today. All right, Miss Hen, let's go. You go first with your turkeys, okay? See how sweet she is? She's so pretty.
She is pretty. I think her feathers are going to come in real pretty.
I think it'd be even funnier if she's not a hen. I've just been giving her the credit and the other 2 are just different. Here we go. Here we go. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. These are my little evasive ones. They're not quite big enough for me to handle super well, so I still got to be gentle with them, and then they just about get out.
Okay, so I've not attempted to carry any of the birds yet. The Turks are super puffed up right now. But I told Kyle I probably need to learn to handle them and to pick them up. But I'm really nervous. I don't know why. I'm just nervous. They don't scare me, but I think I'm nervous for what they're going to feel like. So we'll see. I may help him move a few. What are you guys doing? Oh, look at you. Big tough guy, huh? You're actually kind of scary. Both of you, when you puff up like that, that's scary, guys. Look at you two. Big guy.
How many birds have you moved?
I just told them I haven't touched any of these birds and I'm super nervous about it, but I feel like I need to learn. I feel like you need to have the experience.
You're not going to be able to touch these guineas once they're a little bit older. We're not going to be able to catch them.
That's fine with me. That's totally fine with me.
Well, and the trick's going to be, I've got much larger hands than Shannon, and these little guineas, man, they can, I was explaining to Dad, you guys remember those old little squishy gel things when you were a kid or your kids had them or whatever, and they'd squeeze up out of your hands or whatever? These guys can do that. Like, they can shift their whole body weight from front to back and get loose. So we're going to see how this goes.
Do you have like a recommendation? Is there a certain color I should try to get?
Yeah, that turkey hen that I already moved over?
Yeah.
Start with that one.
Yeah, okay. All right, guys, I'm just as nervous as you are.
Okay, hey, wait. I need, that face has to change.
This nervous face?
Yeah, you got to go into Farmer Shannon mode, okay? These are not birds at a petting zoo. These are our birds.
This is a petting zoo, babe.
No, they're
Shady
not.
Acres is a petting zoo.
Okay, well, you carry some of these birds and then try to stick to that.
All right. See, you climbed up on top of everybody else, so I got you. Yeah.
Is he a grenade? Oh, these turkeys are talking. Now, I have two in my hands most of the time and have to unlock that. Can you do it?
Yeah, babe.
Oh.
Oh. You set me up.
In what way? I move these birds without you sometimes. What do you think I do?
Well, I scared him.
Well, you know.
Okay.
It's because you didn't talk to him sweet on the way over.
I
always tell them it's okay. I sing them a song.
Oh.
I pet their heads.
I'll try to get better at that.
Okay.
All right, guys, that one survived.
Those grays, if I'm being honest, those grays have been the most elusive of late.
Lovely.
And that white one, you don't.
Oh, you push off my fingers. It's okay. Your feathers are going to be pretty. Yeah. You've got some pretty feathers. Please don't jump out of my hands like the other one. Oh, you're like this is the first time I've seen you this close. You're like a gray and kind of off-white stripe.
Yeah,
you're going to be pretty.
Very pretty.
Okay, please don't jump. Please don't jump. Okay.
Your hands will never feel dirtier than they do after you're done doing this.
I believe that.
I literally had to go in and wash up just so I could take the camera over. So, are you going to get two at a time?
Oh, heck no.
No?
No
way. That's
way.
one of the OG3s right there. He's one of the bigger ones.
Oh. Okay, I got you. Okay, you're okay. You're okay.
Now I get why everybody was laughing at me when I did it for the first time in the video.
I know. I don't want you to run. You can't get that foot up there because you're going to jump off my hand, and I don't want you to do that. Look, everybody's waiting for you. Oh. He climbed out of my hand.
Oh, I would too. Here's the thing. I do not like to leave one guinea behind by itself because they love to be together. So we got three. The dark one is one of the original three, so he's the biggest. Probably honestly a little bit easier to get than the other two. Those other two are going to be challenging to do, one in each hand, but I have faith in you.
So you're saying go after the big one first?
I think I would. He's faster, but he's bigger. So A, you're less likely to hurt him, but B, he's just a little bit easier to get a hold of, and if you pin his wings down, he ain't going anywhere.
Okay, I got you. Whoa. It's okay.
Do you feel that he's a little bit meatier? Let him grab your fingers. He's not going to hurt you. There's that forward and back thing. There you go. They will grab your fingers. They'll wrap around them, and not in a mean way. They're just holding on.
He's terrified for his life.
No.
Look how pretty his feathers are.
Oh, they're beautiful. They're going to be ugly, but they're beautiful.
I think you'll still be beautiful. It's okay.
All right. Don't touch your face.
I'm just with the back.
Don't do it. Nothing. You gotta let that sweat just run. I look like I got a V-neck on. I'm so sweaty.
All right, you two. I don't know about carrying you two at the same time.
You want me to do it?
I'll try it.
Whatever your more dominant hand is, I would give that one to the white one. He's squirmy. The gray one's just really quick.
Oh, he pecked me.
There, it's okay.
Don't peck me. You're okay. You're okay.
You gotta be up closer to the front of his wings.
Ah!
Don't step on him.
Well,
do you want me to get him?
Yeah!
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no!
That's a
scary.
new skill.
That's scary.
Well,
he's pooping. I scared the poop out of him.
He wants to be with his friends. I'd like to scare him back down into the brooder. Yeah, he will not want to be by himself. I don't know if he'll... Hey, bud, can you come back this way? Yeah. Can I carry you to the coop with your other guineas? You want to fly back down in here? Is it too far? Can you just chill out for a second?
Oh!
Come here, little guy. I know it. Yeah, stay on the chainsaw.
You're okay. You're okay. Yeah, you're okay. Well, that's one way to do it. You can carry a chainsaw all the way over there.
There we go. Hey, let's cut that out. Well, this brooder is officially... Hey, I'm going to need you to go ahead and put that bird up, and then I need both hands to get this guy. I'm sorry. It's her first time to transport you. I know it. She didn't touch his thing. I know. It's okay.
So do you have a plan here?
Yeah. I'm going to pretend to be a guinea and imagine what would I do if this giant came after me when I found my new awesome roosting spot up here. It is actually kind of incredible. You know, guineas do want to roost high, up in trees. If you build them a shelter, you got to build it up high. So he's actually feeling very comfortable up here, even though his friends aren't here, which is atypical. I might have dropped one bird outside of the coop one time, and that little stinker ran around the whole thing, pecking at the chicken wire to get in because they want to be with each other. So he feels a little comfortable, but he's also probably a little scared. I can see him panting. All right, buddy, are you gonna let me catch you? Because I'm probably gonna have to get you midair. You're gonna take flight on me, aren't you? Hi, buddy. You're okay. Please don't attack me. I know it. It's okay.
Oh, good job.
See, get him out in the light here. See, they'll grab your finger.
Okay.
At first, it's a little alarming, but I think to them, it's comfort. Boy, I bought some gold-plated worm meal, you know, worm snack, like wormies, like my dad gives to those chickens. But I think mine are gold-plated. A 5-pound bag of those things, $50. Now, I think it was mistagged. I think I bought like the elite of the elite worms. It was in the wrong place, and by the time I'm back through all of social anxiety up to the counter and she rings it up, I'm like, ugh, that's not, never mind, I'll pay it, have a good day. So maybe I picked up the wrong ones, but I am going to try to use the worms, like right now that they're all in here and they just went through some turmoil in their mind, I'll throw some worms down for them, not a whole lot, but I'm gonna see if I can incorporate those in our free range training to get them back to the coop, you know, tell them good morning with some wormies, and then of an evening spread them out and let them have a little treat. I tell you what's awesome, you know, in reference to that white one that was roosting up on top of the brooder, hey, look at there. Yeah!
Oh.
I know, I need a bigger stick for you guys, don't I? I'm sorry. I'll make them one with a bigger stick. They got monster feet compared to those guineas.
That's a good start, though.
It is. Well, I made that roosting bar for the guineas. I didn't think the turkeys would care, and I knew that the guineas wanted to be up a little higher. So I'm actually happy to see that there's a guinea up there. As far as I understand, the turkeys like to roost a little bit lower, and they definitely want something wider than that stick. I didn't think the turkeys would be getting up there.
He says, I found my spot.
Hey, I'm cool with it. Hi, birds.
Hi, birdies.
Oh, you guys have made a mess up here too, haven't you? I'll clean that out tonight after I get you out. A couple nights ago, we're coming home from the store. We pull up and one of those birds flies over us up the driveway. And I mean, this wingspan, it feels like it's not. It feels like it's almost as wide as me. Flew right over the truck. A couple days after that, we come home again, and one of them was perched up on the post, the gate post, looking right at us. And we stopped, we put a flashlight in his face, and he kept staring, but then he'd do the whole creepy owl thing and turn all the way around and just screech. Well, a little bit of research, those are barn owls. And here in Missouri, you don't hunt, you don't shoot, kill, even harass or remove their nests.
Very protected animals.
Which, if you know anything about owls, I guarantee you they do more work for us over there than we could ever get done with 10 guineas. Problem is, when your guineas and your turkeys are Keats and Poults, little guys, they're at risk for those birds. And I came out last night, it was probably 8:45, only about 20 minutes of sunshine left. But because we have all this shade and this is where the sun sets, the owls were already moved up here. So I hollered at Shannon, and sure enough, man, he was over on the other side of that brush pile, poking his head up, just watching. So they were all up in the very front of the coop, just cuddled up, their heads up, like freaking out. And I was like, I think they're ready to go back into the safety of the shed in their nice warm brooder. So they know they're being hunted. And guys, let me tell you, Shannon sat out here even longer than I did last night. These owls knew what they were doing, and they had surrounded us. As far as we know, it's just the two. Barn owls are monogamous for life, which is just really cool to me.
I love that.
So the two of them, man, they'll get on opposite sides of whatever they're hunting, and they screech at each other, just back and forth, and they'll do it all night long.
Yeah, so one was in this tree right here, and then the other one was watching from this tree. And for a while, he was down here on the ground by this brush pile, just kind of scoping out, watching us, checking on what we were doing.
Well, they say those things can get up to 16 inches tall, and just by the reference when he was up on our post we saw, I think we're about to get rained on.
I think we're about to get rained on too.
Good timing to get them in here. I think those guys are taller than 16 inches. These are some very large barn owls, but we will not be harming them. I'll just be doing everything to keep these guys safe from them.
Well, and I sat out here long enough when they were perched up on this tree over here last night that eventually they... Are you okay?
I have a fly that knows that I stink and I'm sweaty, so I actually am welcoming the rain.
Oh. They eventually flew down the driveway, down towards the gate. So I think they know.
They're majestic animals. They're great. They're great for the farm. They now know that we have these little birds out here.
So we're going to try to protect them.
I was going to spray my tick spray today, but we've had a couple of spot showers like this. You do not want to spray that stuff right before rain. It's totally worthless. So that gets put off one more day. But the blistering heat has kind of slowed the ticks down a little bit.
Yeah.
Could also be the fact that we're dousing ourselves in more spray and...
Well, and we haven't been going out and walking around in any of the tall stuff or
anything. Yeah, we haven't been on our trail in probably a month, guys. That is depressing. But I just got to be wise. I've introduced more dairy to my diet. I can drink my glasses of milk again, and so far, no reactions. Okay, well, the rain's coming in. I got to get the feeder and the water in here for them, and then I'll keep an eye on it, make sure this rain's coming straight down so these guys are protected. Otherwise, Shannon's got to move all the birds back. Guys, we love and appreciate each and every one of you, and we thank you so much for your support. So much advice on these guys and the ticks and some recipes and things. Like, we just have an awesome community here, and that's because of you.
Yes.
So thank you very much, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
The other one's over here. He's right here. Right there. My camera's too grainy, but